Once, long ago, between a remote village and great forest, sat a tiny cottage where a brother and sister named Dmytro and Zoya lived with their father, who was a woodcutter. And though they were poor, the children found great joy playing games together, while their father tried his best to sell firewood to the other villagers.
Here we go, sly as a fox, safe in his lair, the treasure is hidden, do you know where?
One snowy night that should have been filled with celebrating, Dmytro and Zoya waited for father to come home with money and sweet cake. But when he finally returned, he had no money and only dark bread. The children were terribly disappointed, particularly Zoya, who asked her father, "What did we do?" With tears in his eyes, father replied, "We don't have much but each other, but each other is so much." To help cheer up his sister, Dmytro suggested they find a tree to decorate, so father brought in a sapling from the forest. It was a handsome little tree, but Zoya screamed when she saw that on its branches crouched a large spider. Father calmed her, explaining to Zoya that the spider was a guest in their house and they must be kind. The children agreed and dashed outside to find gifts to place under the tree. While father kept watch on the spider, he realized it was a female due to her size. Suddenly, a loud knocking rattled the door of the cottage. It was their rich landlady, Olya Petrina. She demanded that father pay her the rent, which was late again. Father begged her to give him more time, as he had barely anything to feed his children, but Olya only complained of her own troubles.
"Please, you've been so patient."
Not today. Fortune's frowned on me as well. You've no idea at all. My cat has had her kittens. The drapes are now in shreds.
Zoya and Dmytro returned looking cold and hungry, so Olya reluctantly agreed to give the family 5 more days to come up with the rent before she would force them out. The children showed father their gifts of sticks, stones, and pine cones. Realizing the spider had no gift, the family decided to give her a name, Natalia. They placed the gifts under the tree and went to bed as hopeful carolers passed by the cottage, singing of the wintry sun.
Look, see the dawn, hope in the sky, wintry sun, icicles cry, icicles cry. The following morning, the children awoke and shrieked with delight when they saw the tree. Natalia had spun strands of web all around the branches, which sparkled like silver and gold in the dawn's light. On the floor near the tree, Zoya also found a large glittering diamond. Convinced that Natalia must be a magical good luck charm, the children sang and danced to thank her. Suddenly, there was another loud knocking at the door. Olya was back, but not for the rent money. She revealed that she had lost a diamond out of one of her earrings, possibly during her last visit, and asked if they had seen it. Father and Dmytro said nothing, but Zoya showed her the large diamond in her little hand. With tears in her eyes, she told Olya, "I want to be kind." A smile appeared on Olya's stern face, and she gratefully invited the family to come back to her estate and share in the large feast she otherwise would have eaten alone. Overjoyed, father and Dmytro followed her out, but Zoya stayed behind for a moment. she allowed Natalia to crawl into her little hand so she could join them to celebrate as well. For Zoya had learned that truly each other is so much.